gives him all of the powers of the legislature for himself.
Do you consider him to be aloof?
I don't know if, I don't know if I use that word or not. I mean, I think that that's
entitled.
It's more of a personal characteristic, I suppose. And I try to sort of focus my attention on his actual job performance. But I will tell you this. I have people in the governor's party who are legislators who come to me when they want to sort of vent about the governor because there's a lot of discontent on both sides with a lot of what he has done, and in particular the way he
keys to an economic engine in the form of the cannabis industry, similar to this beautiful 1937 Studebaker, and yet it's driving it into the ground. Don't you think it's time to let a woman in that seat?
way he used the COVID-19 state of emergency to basically shut down the legislative process and to claim that he, as the governor, could simply rule the state one pen stroke at a time. And there were public statements to that effect by members of the legislature. So I think that is a reflection of the failures of California politics, just kind of taken to the next level, and
we're not part of any type of Proud Boys or anything like that. What did that say to them?
Yeah, it's incredibly offensive and disrespectful to the right of those folks to participate in our democracy. And I think that is just so revealing, that the way that Gavin Newsom and those around him have responded to the recall is not by trying to actually govern the state better, but by trying to demonize those who are behind it, and indeed by trying to mess with the recall process. And so when you have the governor go out and make these wild claims about groups I've never even heard of. He seems very familiar with them. I've never heard of these groups. And say that this is what the recall was about. It is a complete affront.
Broadcasting across California, California's only statewide political show. You're watching The Issue Is.
And we continue our conversation with the top candidates in the California recall.
What's happening up here is it looks like Newsom is getting recalled. The polls are showing every day that he is losing support. And Larry Elder, a conservative Republican Trumper, is the only option at the moment to replace him. I need your help. We do not want to see California go down this road. We can't save Newsom from himself.
Race this week, Republicans familiar to many of us, like Kevin Faulconer, John Cox, Caitlyn Jenner. We've spoken to all of them here. But another name has emerged in recent weeks, and that is Assemblyman Kevin Kiley from Sacramento. He's become one of Governor Newsom's most frequent, most aggressive critics in the legislature. He's a graduate of Harvard and Yale, and he joins us now. Welcome to The Issue Is for the first time.
That's right. I look forward to hopefully coming back many times in the future.
All right, so let's start with the question I ask everybody at the beginning, which is, why you?
Well, look, I'm running to carry this movement, what's become the greatest citizens movement in California history, over the finish line. We have seen thousands upon thousands, eventually 2.1 million Californians who signed the petition, who many in cases put their lives on hold, many folks who had never been involved in politics before. I've been fighting at the Capitol for 5 years to change the trajectory of our state, but now I see a whole new element being brought to the equation, and that's the voice of the people of California.
But, I mean, everybody could say that. What's different about you?
Well, I got involved in the recall for the purpose of, supporting the folks who are making this happen. And so
Is there a roadmap to legalization? And do you think it'll actually happen? And like you said, Oakland is trying, decriminalizing, and Colorado is trying decriminalizing. Where do you think that's going to go?
I think that Oregon is voting on legalizing psilocybin or decriminalizing possession, the same way that Oakland and Denver and Santa Cruz have. And so Oregon's the first state to take this on at the ballot, and it does look like it's likely to pass.